and welcome to another episode of Make It Monday. I'm your host, Laura Buechler of Inkyfingers Papercrafting here in beautiful, sunshiny Nanaimo, BC. I am so excited to be here with you today. I know it's a little earlier than usual. I have family coming in from out of town this afternoon, and we're going to go see the Parksville Sandcastles. So that's why I'm doing my live a little earlier today. But just like always, I am so excited to be here and get creative with you because creativity is fun, creativity is good for us, and creativity is for everyone. So let's bring on our fabulous assistant, Stevie, who's going to bring away this card. Don't forget to stick around till the end of the video. Stevie will be back and helping us give away this card to a lucky winner. We'll see you later, Stevie. And if you'd like a chance to win the card that we're going to make today, just go ahead and share this video. And you can do that anytime while you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, or anytime up until I go live next week. So this is the card that we're making today. Isn't it pretty? And of course, you could use it for a variety of occasions. I kind of feel like it's a wedding card. But while we're making it, you can tell me what you think it should be used for. We are using the Layering Leaves stamp set, and we're using the coordinating punch, the Bough Punch. And I just realized I need to grab my hexagon punch. I feel like I mentally reminded myself to do that 14 times and then didn't actually do it. Hey, what can I say? It's Monday morning. Nobody's perfect. So yes, we will be using the hexagon punch as well. And one more thing that we're using. Yes, here it is. The 3D fern embossing folder. So that's actually what we're going to start with on our beautiful shaded spruce cardstock. And I've got my lovely Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. For this job, I need the full-size machine, not just the mini. And we're going to load that up and run it through. So how is everyone doing out there on a Monday? What did you get up to on the weekend? I spent some time this weekend. I have a very good friend who's in the hospital right now. And so I did a decorating party for his room so that he would have something more interesting to stare at than blank hospital walls. Because, you know, blank hospital walls are pretty boring to stare at. And also, was there an opportunity for me to get crafty? Yeah, then I'm going to use it, right? Use my crafty powers for good. Okay, so I can go ahead and attach that to my basic white. This is a thick basic white cardstock. There we go. Let's put that up just a little bit. So yes, gonna go see the Parksville Sandcastles this afternoon. I'm excited to do that. I love seeing those every year. If you are here on the island, let me know in the comments if that's something that you like to do in the summer. It's something that I try to never miss because it is so astounding, really. The creativity and the amazing ideas that people come up with. It's always wonderful to see. All right, so I have punched 2 hexagons, 1 white and 1 pebbled path. And I'm going to take the pebbled path hexagon and I'm going to cut it in half. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to create a frame for my white hexagon. See how that's going to look? There we go. But I'm not going to do that until after I stamp a sentiment on here. And because the Layering Leaves stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set, meaning it has see-through stamps. So I want to use my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath when I stamp. All right, so I need my Pebbled Path ink to match my Pebbled Path cardstock. And I'm just stamping my sentiment. So happy to celebrate you. Isn't that lovely? Hey, Maury. Oh, nice to see you, friend. We've got some good stuff we're going to learn on today's video, Maury, so I'm glad you're here. I'm going to teach you how to make a punch template. Okay, so there's my hexagon that I've cut in half. I'm going to make a frame for my white hexagon, and here's how I do that. I just put some tape on the outside of my white hexagon, and then I lay this down on top so I can see exactly where I'm putting those pieces and line up with the kind of the right size of border that I want. Doesn't that look cool? So you can do that with any punch. You can just use another color and make a little frame by cutting it in half. It's a little bit of a cheat for you. Oh, thanks, Maury. I'm glad you love my videos. And anybody who's watching live or on the replay, if you want to hit that heart button to let me know, more importantly, to let Facebook know how much you love my videos, that is very appreciated. That helps Facebook show the video to more people. All right, so I have got some additional scraps of basic white and pebbled path, and we are going to make a punch template. So I said earlier that this Bough Punch coordinates with the Layering Leaves stamp set. But what you'll notice is that these stamps are all individual stamps, as well as these. But the punch is going to punch both of them at the same time. So what I want to do to be efficient is make myself a punch template. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of basic white cardstock. Now, this can be any color, doesn't need to be basic white, but it is 3 by 3 inches. That's a really good size for your punch because it just kind of fits perfectly inside there. And I'm just going to punch the two shapes that this punch punches. Okay, now this is a template that shows me exactly where those two leaves are going to be placed. Why does that help? Because now I can take my two stamps and I can line them up on the block where they ought to be. Okay, so I can put this here and then try to see what I'm doing. Oh, I know what's wrong. I need to flip it over. There we go. There we go. So that lines up. And now I'm going to put this one down like so. I'm not very chatty while I'm doing this because I'm concentrating. So what I'm trying to do is to get the stamp to line up with where the punched negative punch is already in the paper. Okay, so I've got that done. So what this is going to allow me to do now, if I have done my job well, I should be able to stamp here and then punch out with the punch, and it should line up. Okay, now I've got to do it for the second piece because this is a 2-step stamp set. So what that means is we have, what I've done here is outline images, and now this is the fill-in images or solid images. Okay, so this is gonna go, oh yeah, flip that over again. Dun, 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 dun. Talk amongst yourselves. Tell me what you've been up to this summer. Tell me what kind of exciting plans are going on for you. Maury, have you done any crafting lately? Actually, you know what? You don't even have to tell me about crafting. I would like to know what you've been doing with your summer. Have you been doing any summer beach fun activities? Have you been staying cool in this heat? What have you been up to with your family, your friends, yourself, etc.? Okay, so we've got that lined up. Now, let's get out the Stampin' Pierce mat again. And I'm going to get my shaded spruce ink. And I've got my Pebbled Path ink already. I'm going to start with the Pebbled Path and do the outlines. I might need some more cardstock. Let's see. Yeah, that's not quite big enough. Let's get another piece. Downsizing and decluttering. Well, that is a very time-consuming activity, as I well know. So I am impressed with you for taking it on, especially when it's so warm out. The last thing I feel like doing in the heat is housework, I gotta say. So I'm very impressed. All right, so here is my shaded spruce ink, and I actually want to stamp that off before I stamp it on here because I just want it to be a little bit lighter. Now you can see already, having set up these stamps like this, and I didn't do it perfectly, but that's okay. It allowed me to stamp both of these shapes at the same time, and they lined up more or less effectively. So that's already a bonus. Oh yeah, stamp it off. Then stamp it on here. There we go. That's looking lovely. Okay, I believe that is the stamping done. And now let's line this up in my punch. I think I need to cut off this little corner. There we go. Ta-da! Pretty cool. Yeah, need to cut that off. Sometimes you just need to cut off these extra bits around where you're punching because you might need to rotate your paper in the punch, and that extra paper might prevent you from doing that. Okay, line it up, hold your tongue just so, and punch. Hey, Carol. Oh, thanks for joining in. Yeah, catch the replay when it's convenient for you, my friend. All right, so we have stamped and punched 2 little sets of leaves. And next what we need to do is just punch out of Pebbled Path. So crunchy crunch with the punch. There we go. And now we should be ready to put this together. All right, so we've got the card, we've got the sentiment and the frame. We've got, oh, I think one of my leaves got lost under my computer or something. Oh well. If it turns up, I'll pop it on. If not, that's okay too. And we don't need these little ones. We all do the tongue trick, right, Maury? It's not just me. Okay, So what I like to do, and oh yes, I'm going to add some ribbon in too. So there's a lot going on. And all of these things are going to be stuck to the back of this sentiment. So what I like to do, and there are different ways to do this, but this is the one that works for my brain. I like to just put adhesive all over the back of this sentiment piece, being way more generous with the adhesive than I typically am. And that's so I can just start sticking these shapes down to the back in whatever way I want. And I know there's going to be adhesive there to stick them to. Okay. So I'm going to put 3 of them up here. And then I'm going to put 3 of them down there. Here's where that other little lost one would really be handy. Don't know where it went. Oh well, I'll use this little one instead that I said I wasn't going to use. Okay, so all of those are just stuck to the back. It looks very silly from the back, but it looks pretty good from the front. And this nice diagonal line. And then I'm going to add some ribbon. And I'm just going to do a big old swoosh with the ribbon. I'm not even going to do a bow or anything. Okay. And I want to do the ribbon. We've got this going diagonal here. I want to do the ribbon going kind of diagonal here. So I'm going to start with an end of the ribbon and then a loop and then another loop, and I'm just sticking it down at the back as I go. And then I'm going to cut here. There we go. So some people call this a faux bow. I call it a big old swoosh. Just a big old swoosh. It's not complicated, right? Okay, now here's the silly part. Even though we already put adhesive all over the back of this, that adhesive was nothing to do with sticking it to the card. It was only so that we could stick all these other beautiful things on top of it. Now we're going to use adhesive, dimensionals to stick it to the card, okay? So I can just slap down these four dimensionals and then grab the take your pick tool to take the backings off and pop that onto my card. Now, what do you think? Is this a birthday card, wedding card, congratulations card, graduation card? What do you think? Tell me what you think it might be used for. And we, of course, need some bling. So, because I've used silver ribbon here, I'm going to use some silver gems. And I'm just going to put one there, and then a little one, and then another bigger one up here. And that's our card. Do you love that? If you'd like to win this card, be sure to share the video. And thank you to those of you who have been putting some hearts. Please go ahead and put a like, put a heart, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. It's all very helpful. I appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining today. And of course, we're going to bring Stevie back in. And Stevie's going to give away a card. But you know what? I can't believe I haven't mentioned this before. This is the most key news of the entire day. It's nothing to do with this card. But I need to let you all know there's a free shipping sale tomorrow. This is not a drill. There is a free shipping sale tomorrow, Tuesday, July 23rd. You can get free shipping on your orders of $100 or above. If you are local to Nanaimo, like my friends Maury and Carol are, you don't even need to worry about making your order $100 because I'll be putting in a group order. And so that means everyone will get free shipping on that group order, an order of any size if you're local to Nanaimo. If you'd like to order more than, say, $120, $130 worth of stuff, you should just join my team because starter kit orders always get free shipping. It'll come right to your door, free shipping, business supplies and catalogs included. And you'll get to choose $165 worth of product for only $135. So if you have a little bit bigger wish list, that's an awesome deal for you. Okay, free shipping tomorrow. Don't let that pass you by. Stevie, come on back in here. I'm sorry I delayed your entrance, my friend, but I had to let everyone know about the free shipping, right? Everyone loves free shipping, and it doesn't happen very often. So, Stevie, please tell us who won this lovely card from last week. Kathleen Ann! Yay! Oh, congratulations, Kathleen Ann. I will be messaging you to get your mailing address so I can pop that in the mail to you. Don't forget, you can get a chance to win this card if you share the video and leave a comment to let me know that you've shared. And remember, you can purchase all the products that I've shown today and on any other Make It Monday videos on my website, inkyfingers.ca. And you'll also find more project tutorials, my events calendar for in-person and virtual events, the current catalog, and the sign up for my email newsletter where you get all the news straight to your inbox once a week. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for joining me either live or on replay. Take some time for Stampin' this week or other creativity. Have a good one. Bye-bye.